Okay. Oke. Nah, saya akan menggunakan bahasa Inggris pada sesi kedua ini agar equal gitu ya antara kelas reguler dan IUP. So in this session, I would like to explain to you about the generating Lego product for startup. Yeah, this is the main concept that produced by our labs about how we develop a product without to do a big development on the product itself, but try to make a simple and small product subset of product, and then in the future we just combine the every subset of product, and then we will have a big product in the end of the life cycle. So hopefully that will be giving you some flow or workflow of the how to product development in the startup, that more it will be more easy for you to follow, and then you learn about how to do this, and then you can see the result. So yeah, this is the actually using the Lego things, yeah, the Lego, how the Lego works, yeah. The important thing of the Legoing technique for startup is actually we try to generating idea as much as we can, yeah. So every team member in the startup have the responsibility to come out with the idea, innovations, and also the feedback, the valuable feedback to the team about every aspect of the product. So when for example, when you and your friend has been developed one team to make or develop a startup, and then you have defined your directions, and you define the direction into the product or services. So you're focused in the product and services, and then you just discuss in the table, and then let's see, you discuss what are the idea around the product and services. You need to think about A until Z. You need to think from west to north to east, from north to west, and so on. So you need to have a 360-degree view of your business landscape, and also your business and your product landscape. You will think about, for example, the idea itself, the core idea of your product, for example. What the purpose of your idea, and how the system to develop the idea, how you put the planning, and how it's the networks and strategy, and also another things. So it is like I call it like gotong royong concept in our society. We try to develop the product not from the CEO or the CTO itself, or from the chief product officer, but also it is from the from the member of startup. We try to develop together. So I will give you some explanation how in the process. So we will discuss a lot in here. Yeah, actually from the workflow itself, we have several layers, or several components. The main component of the Legoing techniques is, the first is we need to have the source. Yeah, what is the source? The source is which part, or where is the idea came from. Yeah, so if you want to deal with the agricultural startup, so you need the source. You have your trusted farmer that give you some information about the source of agriculture. For example, you want to do like Gojek Way, transportation startup, so you need to have the source. If you want to want to build a governmental services, so you need to have the government sources, and so on. And then from your source, you need to have your joint collaboration with your sources. Yeah, so you need to discuss, you need to have a good relationship, you need to have their website, gather the data from them, and then try to analyze what they have, what the problem exists in there, and then and you discover about to know well about your source. And then you need to have idea development. So this is the next step. Yeah, you need to have the idea development. Try to develop every idea in the single piece of idea, and then go to the business development. And then when you develop the business case, you will do the incubation phase. Yeah, this is like a process to develop more serious your idea that can be established in the business strategy, and then in the end you will have a product. So this is the main process of the liquid techniques. Yeah, let's see, discuss one by one about the source. What is mean of the source? Is this person or what? Actually it's not person, actually this is case. Yeah, for example, this is industrial problem. So when you decide you do the agricultural landscape, so you need to have a lot of list of problem in the agriculture. What is the problem actually occur currently in the agriculture? What is the transportation problem occur today? What is the education problem occur today in university, on the high school or something? And we need to have the also the community things about it. So you need to capture what the community respond about the problem. This is same with you think in this way, or maybe they have another perspective. And then the latest is the current issue. What is the government issue today? The government exists in this problem, or maybe there are a lot of competitors, or maybe in the another startup that's already run the business in there. So this is like we try to gather information as much as we can to have the complete sources. And also we can do that one with using like a focus group discussion. We can do some industrial meetup to them, and so on. Yeah. And then in this part, actually what we do is we do a big thing. This is the joint collaboration. So we call it, this is the problem discovery. We try to diving the problem and then find out the core problem. So we call it the problem discovery. The problem discovery can be done by we doing the expo. Yeah, you know the expo, like a showcase event. Yeah, doesn't need to be big event, but a little event, but you can explore more the real problem in there. So when you go to the expo activities, for example in JAC, or maybe in the big room, another big rooms, I think, big building, I think. So actually you not see the product, but you will find a lot of problem in industry, and they do something to solve them. So when we capture all the participant in the expo, you will find a lot of problem exist in the industry. After we have this one, so we do some case that we call it as idea development. This is like you try to select one problem that you found in the problem discovery, and then you do a scoping. So that's why this is a red big dot, the blue, and maybe another the dark blue, and so on. So we do a scoping. Yeah? We try to giving a small a scale of the problem in every problem. So it's just like in the research, we try to make a research limitation. Yeah? In Indonesian, batasan masalah. So we scoping that one. So what the purpose? So if we have a scoping, hopefully you will have a more small and clear objective in your journey, in your development. So that's why when we do some problem discovery, you will have a lot of scoping, or maybe you will have a lot of small problem in here, and every small problem will become your idea. You need to turn on into idea. After you have a lot of scoping in here, actually we do some activity like startup dive. Maybe you know about it. The startup dive, like a hackathon version of idea. So you not do the programming actually, but you meet with your friend, maybe in one full day or 2 days, and then you discuss only about the problem and then find the idea. So you need to do the business case. So the business case is like you try to make some business scenario. How if I do this one, what the impact to the problem? How I do this one, what the impact of the problem? For example, when you see today, like the people doesn't aware about the COVID-19 in Jakarta, for example, you think you have a scoping idea. I think the problem is the citizen doesn't have enough information about the danger of this virus. So you think, how if I make some mobile application that broadcasts about the danger of the virus to the community, in one community. So what do you think? When you do that one, you assess that one, and then you found the answer. Okay, I think if we have some broadcast message that make people aware about it, I think they will still in their home, stay at home. I think more discipline. So if you think it's work, you say so. You have your business case. So that's the idea came. So you need to based on this process, you can divide into two type of idea. The first idea, this is more technical idea about solving the problem in a technical way, in the engineering way. But in the business development, you think how the engineering way is will be encapsulated with the business case or the business process that can be done by the people, by the citizen, or by your customer, and it is work for them. So that will be your business case. After you have the business case, actually you will do some apprentice program. Yeah, it's just like you try to validate your idea and business case into the real situation. So for example, you will be have challenge, for example, to ask your family, to ask your friend, your close friend, your maybe your friend in the another city. You explain about your idea and see what their feedback. So if you have that one, you have your feedback, it means you have the validation. If your feedback is positive, it means you can go to the business and technology development. But if not, yeah, it means you need to rethink about your business case. Maybe some of them still miss and not appropriate to run as business. So that will be the another aspect. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you have a business case or you have a technical idea. If you have the business case and you have the technical idea, so Okay, hello everyone. You still with me? I'm sorry, we have a problem with the connection, I think. Wait, okay, okay. You can see me, and then you can see my presentation, yeah. Okay, I will continue the discussion. So, the previous discussion we already discussed about the incubation process. Yeah, this is will be like incubation program will be conducted in the several time, maybe 1 week, can be 1 month, maybe 3 months, and the longest one is like 1 year or 2 years. Like MIT have a 2 years program for incubation program, NTU have a 6 month program, and so on. Yeah. But unfortunately, in our university, we have actually a good program like Innovative Academy, but unfortunately, it's not well enough. I think there is a lot, a very have a several limitation that it should be can be more enhanced in the future. And then in the incubation process program, we also we actually like incubation provider like angel investor and so on will be provide your idea or your startup with the technology and support facilities. Yeah, they will give you some room, they will give you some tools, some access, a mentor, and also some small initial fund to establishing your startup from the first stage. Yeah, and then maybe you will give you some connection to the consultants, to the big company to have some feedback and so on. So it will be like make your idea more precise, more validated, and then work for business. And then sometimes you will be also connected to the like coding school that have capability to help you to increase your skill, programming skill, your coding skill, especially in technical skill. And then all that one will be combined, and then you will push to have your own product. Yeah. So my suggestion for you, if you want to do this workflow, you doesn't need to have a product in the first pass of your startup development, but you will have your first product after you follow this process. Yeah. So the product will be have a small product, and then will be combined into one single product, the big single product. Yeah. So that's why maybe you still remember when we met in the class in the last time that I bring a Lego for you, and then you play with your Lego, and yeah, that's it works. Yeah. Actually, you need only to put the Lego in a small scale, and then you have a tight coordination, you have a communication with your friend, and then you combine it into one single big product. So if you have that one, at least you will in the product and startup establishment. After that, you need to have a publication to the community that you have your own product, and then you make some, for example, do like a release party and so on, and then yeah, let's say let's see how it's work and how it works. Yeah, so that's will be the cool your process. So this is actually the whole process of the product development based on the in our Legoing technique for startup. If you pass this product, you will have a second wave. This is going to be the second wave. Okay, yeah, this is the second wave. Yeah, I call as second wave. It's mean actually this is the second pass of your startup when you do like after you finish the whole of the development. So you just need to develop your brand. Yeah, you you need to communicate it, your product, your idea into the community in the smooth way. Like you doesn't need to do some campaign like hard campaign, just say your product is more better than another product, but you need to educate the market first. What is your product, how it's work, why is this important, why this is very necessary, why this is needed by the community, and so on. And you need to branding your product with the logo, with the name, the cool name. And then you need to have your own website, you need to have your own social media channel to promote it. And then you hire people that can more easy to communicate in the social way about your product, and so on. And then the most important thing in the brand it process is to place your product a solution in the community. Yeah, so when you have the application, so the question is for the customer is what are benefit that they can gather from your product for their daily life, for example. So that will be the challenge. Yeah. And then after that, you need to protect it. For example, you register to the law enforcement officers. You need to have your patents. You need to have your register your name, your brand name, and your logo, and so on, to protect your product itself. So anyone cannot or copy paste your product as they want, yeah, because they need to do that one. So at least you will have the intellectual property right for your product, your own product, yeah. And then after that, you can fund it. It means if you pass that one, you can share with your product to the investor, for example, and then communicate with them that yes, you have your product. So actually, after you have this pass, now you can talk with the investor to promote your product, to get their attention. And another way, the investor will be interesting to work with you, to support with you with the money, and then giving them the investment, and then make your product more scalable. So that will be the challenge for you, yeah. And then after that, go to make it, deal with the customer, the investor, and then after that you can sell it or launch your program, your applications. So that will be actually the stage that you want to do. So the mistake of the startup founder or maybe entrepreneur is they always think about investment in the day one. So it will be dangerous, because actually you can do that one, yeah. Because actually we still have this one. Actually, yeah, I will give you some explanation. Yeah, this is like this. Okay, yeah, this one. So because in this case, when you want to every step in the leguing technique actually is always have a tight discussion with a lot of person or people that related with this process. Yeah, for example, in the industrial meetup, you will communicate with the industry. You bridge your network, you develop your network into industry. You need to go to the company and say hello, and then present your idea. And then you need to go to the idea a solution gallery, that they have the services to bring your idea into the community or into the global, something like that. And then you need to have communication, also discuss with a lot of startup and product developers in your region. For example, you join the meetup, you join the seminar session, technical session, to have a lot of discussion. And then you need to have a founder and management, and also you need to have a talent. Yeah, you cannot work alone. Yeah, you need to have a team, technical team, engineering team, and also yeah, another team that can work with you. Yeah, and in the end, yeah, you will have your product and startup. So that will be your challenge as a startup. So based on this scenario, actually, it's very easy to you to have a lot of benefit on it. Yeah. So for example, if you do that one, yeah, at least the valuable benefit is you will bring more close with industry and community. So it's mean if you have this scenario, it's mean you have a solution based on your business and technology for industry. So they will trust with you. Yeah. So you can imagine that one when you talk with them in the first time that you have the idea, it's mean you have a good relation with them, and then of course it also develop their trust. Yeah. And then it will bring you have a strong research and development process. So this is will be, I think, for my own perspective, we have actually a very deep problem in Indonesia startup landscape, that many startup in Indonesia doesn't have a strong research and development process. So we need to have that one. So based on our process, it will be more easy, will be ensure you or will be some guarantee for your startup to have a strong research and development. And also will be you will deal with the industrial approach that make you your solution is close with the industrial standard. Yeah. And then you will have a community collaboration, and then you also have a talent development and sources. And for the investor side, it will be they will now have especially investor, they actually their value is not try to have money from you, but how spend their money to research and development as investment. Yeah, so that will be good enough. Yeah. So if you have that kind of investor, actually they trust to you, to trust with your process. Yeah. And then you will have a modular product and startup, so you can, sometime in the middle of the time for your startup development, sometimes you need change, or we call it a spin off, because some situation, so it will work more easy to spin off if you have a small product. It will be very hard if you have you need to spin off, but unfortunately you have a big product, so it will be very difficult. And yeah, the late going technique will be ensure you to have a low risk in the future, when sometimes you see in the Silicon Valley, for example, if we have a 100 startup, the success rate of startup is only about 1 or maximum 3%. So only 3 startup will be run in the long way. So that will be challenge for you. So this is the trial, or the proposed technique that I just developed in 2019, and now I implement this scenario in the startup that we call it Vidya Analytics, that already run today. So it will be and it's will work well, and then now can be work as a establishing startup. Yeah. So that will be the process of the how to develop the startup. Yeah. Okay. Any question about this process? Okay, not yet. Okay. Okay, for closing for this today's session, I would like to share with you that in our startup, we will have a session that maybe you are interested to join with us tomorrow. Yeah, we will have some sharing session. Hopefully, you can join the sharing session, yeah, with me. So we will have a Instagram live session that will be we will explain about how we develop the startup based on the data, and then we will try to give you some lesson learned about how we build startup from zero, from the puzzle, and then we have our own product today. So please feel free to join this one, and then follow the the social media, and then you can we will catch up online tomorrow. So hopefully you can join the session. Okay, I think that's it for my my session number 2 today. If you have any question, please feel free ask with the speaker or maybe with the chat facilities. Yeah, please.